taken down at the 15. 18 big yards on that one and a Charger first. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
1 man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott, and this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Lucky. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 65. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the safety creep.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatile. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
50 seconds to Mike.
From the 22, Garoppolo. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go.
Hey, watch your leg. Check 15, check 15.
Hey, alert! Go!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo, deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. I love watching Goodwin play. The story of him being an Olympian. Was a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big play ability.
He certainly does, and not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
You can't stop me.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Kill.
Check nickel. Jam. Check 24. Any weapon. Hey, check 24. Switch. Kill. Deuce. Back.
Here we go, 46.
Back 26.
They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
That's it, baby.
On third down, it's Gordon. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
From the 44, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Here we go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Mike, check 33. I got you.
Lock.
Go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers.
Here we go.
I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Rush in. Rush in.
12, fellas. Here we go. 65, 65.
56.
I got this.
It's a call.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, go, man.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
21.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Hey, kill. 27. There we go, kill. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Why ain't? Going to 53. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. He is going to find Hill here. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Right there, 54 Mike.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Here we go. 11. Black 80. Hey, exit.
Garoppolo on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Don't get nervous.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, space to maneuver at the 40. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm coming. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Open man is Anderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Prescott looks to throw on first. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And again, it's Prescott. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Garoppolo now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Mike check 33.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, team 6. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go. 180! I'm on. Undercrush. 21. 11.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where...
Oh, now Breida loses it. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Hey, kill.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the slant.
Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dayon Buchanan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 3rd and long for Prescott. And he's going to go down again. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Like 20.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
White.
Crunch.
21. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Mike 50. Coming to you.
26.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Here we go.
Mike's 50. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Then we're going to 53. 26.
2nd down, Prescott. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
It's our time. Mike's 50. Watch the curl.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the take.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are. Just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Well, a lot of things have to go right for an option pitch to be successful. Everything lined up there on the long run.
It does, because you have to make the proper read. It doesn't matter what guy you've decided is going to be read on the defensive front. You still have to execute it. If he comes to the quarterback, you saw there, pitch it out to the running back, and off he goes. A lot of teams don't like to run the option because they don't like having their quarterback hit.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Going for it all. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. In for the score. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And now it's blocked. And tonight, a big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
They don't want it. They don't want it.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Let's go.
36-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let him know. Let him know. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 43. Hey, switch gears.
21. Here we go. Hey, gun.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Let's go, boy.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Hey, over.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, a run with Breida. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 21st touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Here we go.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Watch the run. Hey, Mike's 50. Hey,
26.
On first and 10, Prescott. And caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running right, it's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now Gordon. A gain of 3, second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Check 26.
Kill. 26.
From the 41, Prescott. He completes it to Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. And it's complete. Henry. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Prescott now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On 2nd and 2. Prescott complete. Hunter Henry with a grab.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The offense on third down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
First and 10.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Check it back, check it back.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we
49
go.
away, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense.
Defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right, hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the 37-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, right.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Check, check. 3 down, 3 down.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
47.
Check my 26.
After the sack on first down, Prescott is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Prescott is going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Hey, watch it. Slam. Switch. Sit.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, an 80-yard touchdown, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one taken from the 7. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The Charger drive about to get going. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in the tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sideline?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Hey, here we go. Switch.
Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Lucky. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
21. 11.
They run again with Breida. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down.
21. 11. 21.
In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run and everyone else stays ready, and they picked that one off.
Let's go, fellas.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On 1st down, Gordon. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. Go right in.
Mike's empty. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
26.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus.